Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. You see, Money Making Mitch bought more shares again yesterday. I'm up to 9,280 shares. I had a company called Ping An Insurance. I sold them. I'm not saying that you should if you hold this company. I really like it for a long-term hold. However, I made some profit on it. I walked away with 1,600, something like that total. And I bought more shares of NEO, bringing my shares combined with my son to 9,280 shares. But why did I do that? Why do I keep buying NEO shares when the shorts are coming and trying to panic us? I'll tell you why. You see, Emperor Lee clearly stated a while ago in the early stages of the company, we're still in the early stages, but in the very early stages, that a lot of shareholders don't understand what we're building. And it is very important for you to understand what we're building. It is very important for you to understand a business model before you invest into that model. And when you understand it and you see it's a winner, my God, you go full force in. As Rivian customers face up to 4 months wait for service appointments. You heard that right. Rivian customers are waiting up to 4 months. But why is that? For service, if they have problem with their cars. A lot of these EV companies are just pumping out EVs for quick profits, and we spoke about that before. But yet they're not building the infrastructure for charging, for servicing. What eventually is going to happen, just like what's happening with Tesla right now, is that people are not going to go back to them because of inferior customer service. I spoke about that in depth and a lot on my channel. We're making sure that we take our time, and when we put out a product, we have enough service stations for that product. We have enough charging stations. We have more charging stations than any other EV company in China. We have battery swapping, superior customer service with battery as a service. If you break down, we come and we rescue you even if it's a flat tire. So what do you think will happen to those Rivian customers? Do you think they'll go back and buy another Rivian? No, sir. Also, Lucid CEO turned around and said, Tesla seems to be distracted by politics and social media. He's talking about Elon Musk, and that he needs to step up to the helm. Well, I have some news for the poor lad. NEO has already stepped up to the game. And China is to invest 820 million, this was just reported this morning, for all solid-state batteries to promote all solid-state, not just semi-solid-state, but full solid-state batteries, which will benefit Wheel Iron, which is NEO's supplier of the ultra-long battery. Remember that battery that amazed the world? Excuse me, guys. So we're going to benefit from that. This is why China is staying ahead of the game, and this is why everyone wants Chinese EVs, whilst the American government and the EU is saying, oh, it's dumping. When they're putting out a superior technology at a cheaper price, they call it dumping because they can't do it. So, what do I have for you guys apart from that this morning? Alan Teaching, Senior Vice President of NEO and President of its sub-brand Onvo, the same guy who was the CEO of Disney World China, announced on Wednesday, today, that the brand is developing a 6-seat and 7-seat models aimed at larger families. Remember, Alps was just the code name for a lot of sub-brands going to come out on the Alps, and we talked about that here on this channel. So, they're developing a 6-seater and 7-seat models aimed at larger families. So this is going to be our version of the multi-purpose vehicle, or what we call in America the soccer mom vehicle. AI highlighted that the space capacity of the second model will rival that of an MPV. I'm getting ahead of myself as I read, guys. With a road test prototype set to be unveiled soon. Does this sound like a company going out of business to you guys, or does this sound like a company you need to keep buying this incredible prices at this dip like Money Making Mitch is doing? You decide. Local media outlet Sina reported on Wednesday, or Sina, I don't know how to pronounce that. Onvo will launch in Europe after the second sub-brand codenamed Firefly. Though the exact time frame is unknown, according to the Norwegian outlet, both brands will reportedly follow the dealer distribution model. Details regarding the vehicle's energy consumption. So I believe they're going to put these in a lot of dealerships out there in Europe, so everyone benefits, right? The dealer will be able to make a little bit of money too. Details regarding the vehicle's energy consumption will be gradually released from June to August, ahead of the first deliveries scheduled for September. Regarding the naming of the L60's Onvo Force model launch on May 15th, Allen explained that it is not derived from the battery capacity of the entry-level model, but rather based on the brand's initial letter in China, where it is called Ladao, which is the name I prefer. For Chinese customers, AI mentioned that access to NIO's radio for Onvo vehicle is still under discussion. If implemented, the service will be rebranded as Onvo Radio. NIO's founder and CEO Emperor William Li, recently indicated that Onvo will directly compete with Li Auto. Ooh, more problems for Li Auto, guys. A Chinese hybrid manufacturer, they're not pure EVs, they tried their hand at EVs, it didn't work so well for them the last time, set to launch its second fully electric model in the first half of next year. In a recent interview with Yikai, Li noted the overlap in pricing between Onvo and Li Auto's offerings, suggesting an inevitable rivalry. Both brands have consistently targeted the family market since their inception, but I keep saying, and so a lot of the analysts pretending not to know this, they're pretending not to know it, battery as a service is the denominator. In all these cities in China where they don't have access to charging, a lot of these people are not buying electric vehicles because of that. This is where our battery swap stations come into play, guys. This is why NIO alone, not just a partnership, NIO alone is putting 1,000 battery swap stations to support Onvo. So they're going to be strategically located in these cities. Both Onvo and Beijing-based Li Auto target the personal use auto market, and their prices overlap. I believe there will definitely be competition between the pair, Emperor Li said. Li highlighted NIO's strategic focus on targeting both mass, mainstream, and premium markets. We're targeting both. We are already outsold BMW, Mercedes, Audi, etc., in the premium market. So we've proven we can dominate the Chinese market, which is the most competitive market in the world, with the premium segment. Now we're going to dominate it with the mass segment. This approach will capitalize on NIO's strengths in systemization, generate efficiency gains from early stage research and development. Remember when they were saying we were spending too much money, cash burn, too much on research and development, and now they're realizing to stay ahead of the game. And like you see with Fisker and the rest of them that's falling to the side with poor customer service, poor quality, we are skyrocketing forward. This is why I tell people, I don't panic when the share price is down. I tank the shorts and I keep buying. I would have never had 9,280 shares, and I will be buying more this morning, 13 more shares, and then next week when my money clear, I'll be buying another 200 plus shares. Oh yeah. He says, and it will drive economies of scale, the chief executive said. Li Auto's upcoming electric crossover, it's not pure electric, its second fully electric model has been spotted in China over the last months and is rumored that will utilize 800 volt architecture. But how much volt are we using, guys? Is it 500? Is it 600 like Tesla? Is it 800 like Li Auto? No. It's 900 volt architecture, which the Alps brand is also under. So I hope you guys found this video this morning to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, do not forget to hit that thumbs up, because I'm trying to wake up the middle class to get a piece of the pie finally. It takes a lot of time to do these videos, guys, so do not forget to hit that thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so. Like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.